All right, Coach, obviously we're into week 2 now. How do you balance getting to see what you have from the guys in terms of their fitness, getting them in game shape, but also something you mentioned about playing on Sunday, avoiding those heavy legs?
Yeah, I think you have to always change things up in the training. Make sure that it's not monotonous and they're doing the same things. And just keeping things fresh with them. There's certain things that we can be doing on the field as coaches that keeps the energy high, keeps them motivated, and keeps a smile on their face. And that's what we saw today in training. Although it's a very intense training, it's a very enjoyable training for the players. And I think that's the one thing we always look at, not only in our weekly plan or in our plans from before, but we look at after every session and saying, where's the feeling of the guys? How are they doing, and maybe if we have to switch things up in a positive way.
Well, we were just talking about it with Nanko, just about the chemistry on this club and how you guys have easier found it here in the second year. A lot of people will credit Sigma, but there is more than that, because obviously there are some guys who haven't played at Sigma. What do you attribute the chemistry of this team to?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's the guys coming in here, understanding the environment we provide for them, and then it just I think it starts from our management down to us, the coaches, and how we treat the players, and it's one big family. For me, responsibility, discipline is important when we come in here, and the rest of it is we have to enjoy it. We're, as I say, sometimes we're kicking a soccer ball for a living. So it's something that's enjoyable. We have to come in to work every day, understanding that we have a privilege to be here, and then let's just enjoy ourselves. And if we can enjoy ourselves and put in the work, then we always have success. And I think when you come off of last year and being the champion, I think that brings guys closer together than anything that you can have in sport.
And we were just talking about a guy like Alexander, who 2 years ago was playing in Sweden, probably hadn't had a lot of experience in Canada at all, but now here he is, one of the guys going to Leaf games. I mean, this is something that this league has created, giving international guys a chance to play here.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. You mentioned that, and I think back to probably my first phone call with him while he was over there, and just explaining to him the project over here in Canada, and him not knowing anything about the country. I think there's some similarities between Canada and Sweden, and maybe that love for hockey. But it's great to see. It's the one thing we want to see as guys come over here. It's not only just about being on the field, but being out in the community, but also embracing the culture that we have here as Canadians. I think that's very important. I think that's what makes us one of the best countries, the best country in the world to be in. It's being able to bring everyone in and embrace our culture and the openness that comes along with it. Yeah, and of course, hockey is a big part of what goes on here, and I can't say I've been to many games in the past while, so I'm happy to see that guys are out there and just taking in what every day brings to them.
And of course, you made it to practice on time, which is also nice.
The most important thing of the day.
Thanks, Coach.